Southeast, Imo State, thank you so much. Ebony, I see all you do. Thank you, Enugu, Anambra, my own sister. Thank you to all our women. And now coming to the sixth zone, which is my zone. And I just want to say thank you to all women farmers in Southwest. When we started, I remember they told us that they gave us 2 months. They gave us 2 months and then we will come back. But this is 1 year. I thank you. I want to especially thank all my women in Southwest. It's a pity that my president from AFAN, who is now our Southwest Zonal Coordinator, Mrs. Onitiri, she couldn't make it here this morning. She's an example of a virtuous woman. She stepped down and said, Omolara, take the mantle. You are younger, you have the zeal. Go ahead. When you don't even need to look back. Beside you like this, I am with you. And she had lived up to her words. She's an amazing woman. May God bless her for us. And Mrs. Atoba Alaja. God bless you. You see, it's difficult to have a group of women that understands the vision and the mission and the span. We come together. You don't know what you have in this woman in Lagos State. I'm not used to sitting and talking, making no vex. I appreciate you. From the start, when it looks impossible, you have been there. All the trips to Abuja, all the late night phone calls, all the preparation, God will bless you. Gbogbo wàhálà táwa ti ń ṣe pé kó lè dá bá ṣe ń gbọ́ torí olórí Ọlọ́run ọba fúnra rẹ̀ á gbọ́ tiwa. Lójú ẹ̀mí wa báyìí àwọn ọmọ tiwa náà wá dà dáadáa. Gbogbo wàhálà táwa ti ṣe kò lè já sásán. I appreciate you. I thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you for being there. You are not taking it that I'm just Lagos State Coordinator. When it has to do with Southwest, you are there. When it has to do with North Central, you are there. You took it that Nigerian women, we must pull ourselves out of poverty. I thank you. And I want to also thank all my zonal coordinators because this is headquarters of media, and this is, if it was not a festive period, all my zonal coordinators will be here. Alaja Arirat, Coconuts. Please, let's give her a round of applause. You see, when I go into offices to defend women, one of the honorables said, the confidence at which you talk. I said, yes, it is because I know that my women are solidly behind me. Coconuts, thank you. God bless you. God perfect all that concerns you. My Southeast coordinator, Madam Obi Ugu, I appreciate all you do. Queen, our own queen. Please let the queen a round of applause. You will not receive your input. All the input, everything, it is queen. That she is my right-hand person. She's also supposed to be here today, if not the festive period. We appreciate you. That's my South coordinator. And the not the least, but my Northwest coordinator, Alaja Ambassador Aisha, I guess she's on her way. She tried to come to meet up with us. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you. I can't thank you all enough. Coming back home to Lagos State, Ojo local government I thank every one of us. And in my speech, we will all see and hear that this is just the beginning. There are greater things ahead for every one of us. I also want to thank we know the rules, I believe. I also want to thank my former colleagues. You know, I was with you people before, but I then became chosen. So I click now. I thank you all for being here. Please let's clap for the members. Thank you. So when we started, we decided that one of the things that we are going to do differently is make sure that there is accountability at every level. For those of us that came to Abuja for the election in February and the inauguration of all our state coordinators in March, we made it clear that at NWAPD, in our own regime, because nobody is going to be here forever, accountability. We are going to make sure that we account for everything that we do. And that is one of the reasons why we are here today. To, as your national coordinator, to give an account of what we have done in the year 2024. And I believe that by the time, I couldn't fit all into my speech because we don't grieve for anybody in 2024. You know, there were tons and tons of activities. And also what's the new year, the plan we have for 2025. And I hope that, I know that there's going to be a lot of questions and there may be some few things that we have left out of this. Of course, there will still be that my video that we attend to every other thing that is not captured in the speech. Before I go ahead, I also want to thank our Oga Papa that believed in us, that gave us the approval as go ahead as the national body for women in Agric. Honorable Minister of State, Agric, I thank you, sir. Honorable Minister, Agric, I thank you for your support, for saying, okay, let's give these women a chance. We thank you, we appreciate you. And we have not disappointed you, and we will not disappoint you. To all the agencies under the Ministry of Agric that is working with us, NAIC, we thank you. Bank of Agriculture, thank you. The Department of Extension, we appreciate you. And every other government agencies that we're working with, NAPTIP, we've just started working with NAPTIP, we thank you. Every single one of you, I can't mention you all, we appreciate you. And if you permit me, I would like to then read through the report for the year 2024. Can someone please move the motion so we can start? I have the permission to go ahead. Okay.
I, additional Bello, hereby from the local government, hereby move the motion for the commencement of the press brief.
Thank you. Seconded by who? Thank you very much. Good afternoon, members of the press, members of NWAPD, and people listening and watching at home. My name is Pama Omolara Svensson. I am the National Coordinator for the Nigerian Women for Agricultural Progressive and Development Initiative. And this is a comprehensive report on NWAPD activities and partnership in the year 2024. January to March, we had the strategic planning and early initiative. We collaborated with international agencies. In early 2024, NWAPD solidified partners with international organizations likes of the AFDB, African Development Bank, World Bank, International Monetary Fund, and United Nations Women, IFAD, and many others. Our key focus area with this partnership was to promote gender equality through training and advocacy, enhancing agricultural practices via climate-smart farming techniques, and empowering women and youth with financial literacy and entrepreneurial skills. The impacts. We have been able to increase access to funding and training for women and youth in Agric. We also established a joint initiative such as capacity building, workshop, and sustainable farming projects. Approval as the national body for women in agriculture. NWAPD received a formal approval from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture as the national body for women in agriculture. This recognition enables NWAPD to play a central role in shaping policies and programs that directly affect women farmers. Change of name of organization and our independence. NWAP, transition to NWAPD, Nigerian Women for Agricultural Progressive and Development Initiative, to reflect its expanded vision. We also did this for the organization to formally separate from all Farmers Association of Nigeria to focus exclusively on women and youth empowerment in agriculture. April to June, capacity building and advocacy. Empowerment by the Office of the Honorable Minister of State, Agric. NWAP received input and support for training women farmers in livestock management, agro processing and value addition, capacity training, and sensitization. The impact of the distribution of these agricultural inputs, such as farm inputs, fertilizers, and improved seeds. We had also hands-on training for women and youth to improve productivity and profitability. Health and Education Initiative. In working with partners with the Federal Ministry of Health, Education, Women Affairs and Youth Development and OSHA Association, workshops on maternal health, nutrition and JBV awareness, gender-based violence awareness. Schools, we also had schools, agricultural clubs and youth training programs to foster early interest in farming. We had sessions of financial literacy, targeting rural women and youth in agriculture. We also had a safety awareness in partnership with OSHA, and we treated topics that included agro-safety, procedure and best practices. These events were held in Lagos and Abuja to reach a wider audience. July to September. Expansion and community engagement. Our youth wing was launched, and we had our first National Youth in Agriculture Convention. Our youth wing is for both gender. NWAP organized the convention in Abuja on August 14th, which was themed Sowing the Seed of Sustainability. We featured workshop on sustainable farming, marketing and digital tools. Engaged youth aged 16 to 40 with opportunities for scholarship and affordable funding. This event was watched widely on social media with over 25,000 views. And we had our Minister of State, Minister of State Agric, Minister of State Education, and MD of agencies under the Ministry of Agriculture in attendance. MD of Bank of Agric was also in attendance to encourage our youths in order for them to change their orientation and understand the enormous wealth that is in the agricultural sector. Town halls. In the year 2024, we held multiple town halls across the nation. We had town halls in Ekiti State, Oyo State, Adamawa State, and a lot of other states. At our town hall meetings, we discussed local challenges faced by women and youth farmers. We highlighted government and private sector support available for rural women, and the outcome from this included grassroots awareness, mobilization, and a couple of partnerships with some of the state's government. We also had the organic fertilizer training. This was conducted in partnership with Selema Agroscience Limited and USAID. The states selected for this training were Kaduna, Benue, Delta, Akwa Ibom, Kebbi, Niger, and Ebonyi states. We focused on sustainable practices and feeding the future through eco-friendly farming system. October to November, advocacy and high-level engagements. We paid a visit. We had some visit to a couple of stakeholders. So we paid a visit to the Emir of Kano, and we support for grassroots outreach and cultural alignment in agricultural initiatives. We also outlined our plans for our town hall meetings in the northwest zone of the country. Outcomes included plans for the town hall, like I earlier said, and community level projects. We also had a courtesy visit to the Deputy Governor of Gombe State, We discussed gender-sensitive agricultural policies and funding for women and youth-led cooperative. Gombe State agreed to collaborate on demonstration farm for sustainable practices, and we're now partners with the Gombe State government as well. Advocacy against gender-based violence, GBV. We had a training program which was conducted to address the GBV and its impact on rural women and youth. This program was aligned with the 16 days of activism against gender-based violence and the girl child. We advocated for stronger laws and policies and resources to be made available to support survivors and prevent gender-based violence at the grassroots level. December 2024, we had our livestock training and end of year. We had the livestock training with the Office of the SSA for Mr. President on livestock at the city of Ibadan, Oyo State on December 19, 2024. In partnership with the Office of the SSA to the Mr. President on livestock, our members attended a hands-on training section with topics which included but not limited to advanced livestock management, marketing and value addition in livestock sector. The impact of this training had helped our participants gain practical skills for improving livestock productivity and sustainability. Our annual convention in key states. NWAPD hosted convention in Osun, Lagos, Katsina, Zamfara, Adamawa, Akwa Ibom, Kano, and other states. This annual convention was focused on agro-processing and value addition. We emphasized on digital agriculture and marketing access. We highlighted climate-smart agriculture, and we also addressed security challenges and resilience in farming. Cross-cutting achievements and collaborations with agencies. We delivered capacity building workshops and joint initiative on partnership with NOCOM LLC, a US and Isle of Man-based global community development agency, Ovi Technology PLC on the Isle of Man. Ovi is a company that brings innovative and immersive technology to the agricultural sector and its our members in healthcare, mental health care, and corporate services. Policy advocacy. We advocated for inclusion of women in agriculture, decision-making processes at the national and state levels. We also promoted gender-sensitive budgeting and resources allocation. Our impact merits. Over 10,000 women and youth trained in modern agricultural practices, increased access to microloans and agricultural inputs for rural farmers. We were also able to enhance representation of women in agricultural policy forums. We expanded our partnerships with local, national, and international stakeholders. 2024 was a transformative year for NWAPD. Through strategic partnerships, impactful training programs, and robust advocacy efforts, the organization significantly advanced its mission to empower women and youth in agriculture. These achievements lay a strong foundation for sustained growth and development in the years to come. NWAPD is proud of all of its 2024 achievements. However, 2025 is a game changer. The vision for 2025 and beyond. Building on the successes of 2024, NWAD aims to lead transformation of Nigeria agriculture through empowerment, innovation, and sustainability. The focus for 2025 is to expand technology adoption, enhance youth engagement, and foster collaborative partnerships that deliver measurable impacts. Just a brief description. Farm Assure ERP. Farm Assure is an advanced enterprise resource planning ERP. This system is tailored for agriculture. It empowers farmers with tools for precision agriculture, real-time crop management, and operational efficiency. By integrating AI, IoT, and blockchain technologies, Farm Assure streamlines the farm operation, supply chain logistics, and financial planning, enabling sustainability and productive farming practices. In 2025, we're also introducing AgriCert framework. What is AgriCert? AgriCert is a blockchain-enabled framework designed to ensure transparency and trust in agricultural trade. AgriCert is a project that I am really excited about. I'm going off script now, and I can't wait for us to launch it in 2025. AgriCert is going to be acting as an escrow manager to all commodity exporters. You might want to pay attention here. AgriCert is an escrow manager. It secures financial transactions between the buyers and the suppliers. AgriCert also enhances supply chain traceability, compliance with international trade standards, and access to global markets for NWAD farmers, making it a cornerstone for secure transaction and equitable agricultural commerce. I'm just going to drop this. It's supposed to be before the AGM. And AgriCert, it's working hand in hand with us, with the Isle of Man. Key initiatives for 2025. Digital agriculture expansion. Our goal is to roll out the Farm Assure ERP system to 30% of NWAD members for better operational efficiency. The milestone, Q1, that's going to be the pilot Farm Assure ERP with 5,000 regional coordinators across 37 states. The second quarter, Q1, I meant Q1. We plan to train 2,000 members on Farm Assure usage. So how do you use this app? How do you use Farm Assure? How can you benefit from it? How can it make a positive impact in your life as a farmer that is a member of NWAD? The third and fourth quarter, we are going to be evaluating the system impact and the scale of Farm Assure nationwide. AgriCert escrow system rollout. Again, I am very excited about AgriCert. If you're a commodity, if you're someone that has been exporting commodity, you'd also be excited. The goal for AgriCert is to implement AgriCert framework for secure financial transactions in agricultural trade. Milestone for second quarter is to onboard 10 first quarter is to onboard 10 international excuse me is to onboard 10 international buyers and 20 local cooperatives. I'm going to take that again. It's like you did not get that. The first quarter, we're going to be onboarding 10 international off-takers for your produce. And we're going to also onboard 20 local cooperatives, meaning we are onboarding 20 states. You have direct off-takers for all your farm produce. Second and third quarter, we're going to be launching an awareness campaign on blockchain-enabled trust for agricultural trade. Fourth quarter, we're going to process 10% of all NWAPD members' export through AgriCert. Youth in agriculture empowerment. Our goal is to establish the youth wing in all 36 states to attract 5,000 young participants for commodity export, giving them access to funding, offtake, and training for international standards. The first quarter, we're going to be creating regional mentorship program for aspiring agripreneurs. Second quarter, we're going to launch youth-focused training on AI and IoT in agriculture. And the last quarter, we're going to host the National Youth Agriculture Summit, where we're going to have our success stories and the way forward for 2026. Sustainability and climate actions. Our goal is to train 1,000 members in climate-smart farming techniques. The milestone for first quarter will be to partner with climate-focused NGOs for capacity building sessions. Also to introduce solar-powered irrigation systems in pilot states. Published a report on NWAPD's contribution to sustainable agriculture. Health and digital inclusion. We plan to deploy 250,000 smartphones, 250,000 smartphones with e-healthcare features to NWAPD members. Now, at the AGM, more details on all of this to be coming up. But this partnership is a partnership with one of the international agencies. It's one of the programs that some of you know that I had to travel for. So that also is in the pipeline. It's done. The milestone by second quarter, because our first quarter is full already, is to establish partnerships with telecom providers for adequate and proper distribution of these smartphones. At the third quarter, we intend to train members on the effective use of the mobile health app that is already installed in these mobile phones. We all know that a lot of our members are suffering from diabetes, backache, high blood pressure, all of that. There will be a tutorial on the app that is already taken. So you can check your blood sugar, you can check your high blood pressure, you know when to reach out. And also, we're working with the Ministry of Health so that you can always call for a doctor for consultancy at a very reasonable charge. Quarterly milestone. Our quarterly key focus. First quarter, we intend on planning and pilot programs, like I said earlier, roll out pilot projects for Farm Assure, ERP, and AgriCert by launching Youth Wing initiatives. Training and engaging our members on new technologies onboard new buyers, and onboard our cooperatives to AgriCert. We're also, by third quarter, God willing, sorry, please, technology. Apologies. Yes. Our quarterly milestone. First quarter, we're planning on pilot programs. Like I said earlier, we're rolling out the Farm Assure ERP, AgriCert, and launching of our Youth Wing initiatives. Second quarter, we're going to be training on new technologies, onboarding buyers for your products, and also onboarding our cooperatives in 20 states on AgriCert. We're going to be scaling and having implementation, expanding digital agricultural programs, launch our solar-powered irrigation pilot, which is going to take place in at least 3 states in each of the geopolitical zones. The last quarter, we're going to be assessing project impacts, presenting findings at the annual general meeting. Impact metrics, membership participation, training of 5,000 farmers and youth in modern agriculture and digital literacy, technology adoption, integrate Farm Assure ERP into 1,000 members' farms, market access. We plan, by the special grace of God, in 2025 to facilitate $20 million in export of commodity through AgriCert. Sustainability growth. Implementation of climate-smart farming practices across 10 states in the Federation. Stakeholder engagement plan. Government and policy makers. We are going to be advocating aggressively for supportive policies and funding for NWABD initiatives. The Bank of Agriculture, headed by its MD Alwan Ali Hassan, will play a major and key role in assessing state and local government funding for the support of NWABD initiatives. We're looking forward to working more and more with NAIC, under the leadership of Mrs. Folashade Joseph, which operates under the mandate to ensure that smallholder farmers and large-scale producers alike have access to affordable and effective insurance products. Private sector partnerships. We're going to be collaborating with agri-tech companies and financial institutions for resource and mobilizations. International agencies. We're going to be leveraging partnership with the United Nations Women, IFAD, and others for technical and financial support. Now, permit me to talk about our upcoming AGM. I think we should give ourselves a round of applause. We are 1 year already, and our AGM is coming up by the special grace of God on the 13th of February 2025. The theme for our upcoming AGM is Empowering Women in Agriculture, a Pathway to Economic Growth. All of us here knows that if the government empowers just our members in Lagos State, We know Lagos State is rich, but the GDP of Lagos State is going to do what? It's going to skyrocket. So let's imagine when the federal government supports all our women in the 37 states. So our theme is empowering women in agriculture, a path to economic growth. Our AGM will be coming up on the 13th of February 2025, and the venue is the Nikon Luxury Hotel in Abuja. The conference for the day is going to start at 8:30 a.m. and it's going to end at 4 p.m. Attendees we are looking for that the hall can accommodate is between 900 to 1,000 attendees. I'm going to quickly run us through the program for the AGM. The program will start with registration and networking breakfast. The overview, light breakfast and networking for early arrivals, opportunities for attendees to interact and settle in. At 9 a.m. to 9:15, moi, my beautiful self, the most pretty farmer in the world, beauty with braids, I am going to be addressing and welcoming all participants to the conference. The conference chair introduction would be by the Minister of State for Agric, God willing, and the synopsis for him would be the Minister will officially open the conference.